What's going on, world? Welcome back to AquaMalik. I rescued a bunch of glowfish from one of my friends who was tearing down his tank. I'm rescuing these glowfish. There's 4 of them, plus a black skirt tetra, or whatever this one is. I don't know what the common names are. There's some other mollies and swordtails, and these 2 rainbow fish that are kind of, one is in a tough shape, but the other one looks good. This one looks alright too. I mean, these are from one of my friends. He just dropped these off for me. He was tearing down his tank, and the tank is going to another mutual friend of ours, Underground P. And these fish are gonna live with us, so they're gonna go into quarantine right now. They do look like they have ick, and so I'm just gonna have them out here for a bit, treat them and figure out what's going on. The ick signs might just be some other issue. It might not just be ick, it could be any diverse amount of things. So we're gonna figure out what's going on, keep these guys out here for a bit in quarantine, and sort them out.
Produced by Malik.
So these 5 fish are actually genetically modified glowfish. They're not dyed, they're not colored or anything like that. I know a lot of people have misconceptions about these particular animals, but they are genetically modified. They take a gene from a cuttlefish, the fluorescent gene, and they insert it into embryonic black skirt tetras. So these black tetras that you have here, they have 3 different morphs. So they have that color morph, the wild form, and then they have the white, which is a leucocystic, so it doesn't have the black but black eyes, and then it also has the albino. So they take the albino and the white morphs, and they take the eggs or the embryos of the tetra, and they inject the glowfish genetics, the cuttlefish genes into it to create the glowing skin pigmentation. Now this trait now for this particular animals is hereditary. So if you were to take some of the colorful ones and breed them to each other, the color traits do pass along. So for example, you take a bunch of red ones and you breed them, you can breed more red ones. Now for me personally, what I want to know is what would happen if these guys would get introduced into a wild population. So that's one of the experiments I want to conduct. So if you haven't subscribed, subscribe and hit that notification, because I will be trying some experiments with these for educational purposes. I want to see what happens if I were to cross the colorful ones back to some of the wild ones, just to see what offspring might come out. And my assumption is that all the offspring will be brown or black, or like the wild form, but the F2, the 2nd generation off of them, or the 3rd generation might not be the regular wild form. So that's one of the experiments I want to conduct in the coming months, just to see how that plays out. Right now I'm using these as ditherfish. I'm really in love with them. I really like how they look. They do have a lot of advantages in the hobby, especially for younger people. If you are trying to get like your children or your nieces and nephews and stuff interested in the hobby, this is a really good teaching tool. These are animals, but it is a quite attractive animal, so it's easy for a child to stay interested in something like this long term. So you might want to set up a tank with a bunch of these guys, and then your kids might really enjoy that, and that might get them into the hobby of keeping fish. Now aside from that, they also can serve as a really good ditherfish in a Pleco display tank, for example. That's one of the reasons why I have them. I definitely want to get a couple more, especially the red ones, and some of the pink and the blue and the yellow. The green, I'm not too much I'm not in love with the green, but I'm not also hating the green. It's nice to have 1 or 2 of them with the other colors, I believe, but me personally, my favorite color is the red. Then I also like the blue, the yellow, and the pink. So those 4 colors I'm really liking. But like if I can have like 50 red ones, for example, like that one right there, that would be really cool. You know, I really like them, and I really think they'd be really beautiful ditherfish in a Pleco breeding tank, for example, and they are quite nice to keep. They're not cheap if you buy the proper branded format. Like these guys do have a patent and stuff, so you know they get sold by a specific company, throughout North America at least, and they're about, I think, between 10 and 15 bucks right now at the stores. I've seen them for more. I've also seen them for a bit less than $10 when they're on sale, but usually they're not cheap. But they are. The regular form is this guy right here, so it's a black skirt tetra. I'll put the scientific name below so you guys can find out exactly what their parameters and stuff are. But these particular fish are tank bred over many generations, and then now you have the genetically modified coloration added to them, and that's there. It's not a dye, it's not a a tattoo or anything like that. This is a natural pigmentation taken from a cuttlefish and injected into the embryonic form of these animals. And so then when they're born with the dye, the pigmentation from the cuttlefish in their gene, and then they can pass it on as they live and reproduce. The next generations will carry that gene because it is a part of their DNA structure now. So that's one of the coolest things about them. Also, obviously, introducing these back into wild waters might be a problem. So you might not want to have these guys in South America, for example, because if they get out into the rivers, or if they are introduced accidentally or intentionally, that might be a problem. So you might not want to have these animals anywhere near the Amazon or anything like that. But for aquarium purposes, they are great. I really like them. I think most of you guys probably have reservations when it comes to these fish. Most of you guys might have reservations when it comes to these particular fish for whatever reason. But I want to show you guys that they are a natural fish aside from the modification that has been done to them, which is essentially like pigment modification by adding a fluorescent pigmentation to their embryonic cells. So in turn, the animal itself does not have any negative effects of this process. Like, it's a very healthy aquarium fish. I have 3 of the regular ones, and you can see the females are the larger ones. The males are the smaller ones. I have 4 males and 4 females. 2 regular females and 2 Glo females. They're all the same size. They all act pretty much the same. They all can hold their own in the hierarchy. They act as a pack. They also breed together, which is really cool. They don't notice the color difference between each other. They all seem to prefer each other regardless of their individual colors and stuff like that. So like that's a pretty cool thing I'm finding, and I really like them. So this is going to be the introduction video for these guys. Subscribe and hit that notification if you guys are new, because I will be doing a lot of experiments with these particular fish, as well as many other cool things like that as I go along this journey with you guys. I also want to learn quite a bit, as much as I can. So these type of things really help with my learning process too, because I always am very curious and I'm a hands-on person. So for me, like reading something in a book or like watching a YouTube video is nice, but I want to do things myself to see what happens. So like, I have a friend that said, okay, if you breed the glowfish back to each other, they create really cool colors. Now I can see that when he explained it to me, but I still want to know how that works, you know what I mean? So I want to do those experiments, and I want to learn with you guys. So come along this journey. Let's learn about these particular fish as well as other things like this, and let's have an objective mind towards this. If you guys have any questions or comments or anything you want to say about these fish or the video or anything I've said, please feel free to comment below. I would love to hear from you guys, your thoughts and opinions. A lot of people, the Puritans are like really, I had a lot of my friends, the fish fam, that was really giving me a slack when I first posted pictures of these guys a few weeks back on my Facebook, and like I think a few days ago again. But I really like them, and I'm really happy that I rescued them. I'm really grateful for my friend Razor who dropped them off to me. He was tearing down his tank, and so he gave me this 8 Glo Tetras, and 8 Tetras, 5 of them Glo and 3 regulars, and he gave me a couple of rainbow fish, which I'm going to rehome with another friend, because I don't really have the setups for rainbow fish in my facility. Thank you so much for watching my video. I'll see you guys on the next one. I love you all. God bless you. Alright, we're going to be releasing these cool new Glo fish into the tank. Let's put them back. Whoa, hello. Oh wow, they're so cute. They're so cute. I really like them. There we go. There you go, guys. There you go. Brand new home. Daddy's gonna take good care of you guys. Okay? I'm just gonna put the bottle down. You guys can come out however you want. There we go. Real nice. Real nice. Real nice. There's 3. There's 6 of them, I think, in total. Come on, dudes. Come on, dudes. Come on, little dudes. Come outside. Come outside. Enjoy your new tank. Come on, dudes. Come on, dudes. Come outside, dudes. Alright. Let me coax these guys out. Come on, dudes. There you go. There you go. You too, dude. All of you dudes, come on. These dudes are difficult to come outside. They're just, come on, dude. Alright.